Gorilla has a problem. Gorilla needs 500 shiny rocks. Gorilla does not have 500 shiny rocks. Someone offers to lend Gorilla 500 shiny rocks. Gorilla says yes. 3 years later, Gorilla has paid back 900 shiny rocks and still owes 200 more. This is not bad luck. This is a debt trap, and it was designed this way. Debt traps are not accidents. They are systems built to keep Gorilla paying forever. The lender does not want Gorilla to pay off the debt quickly. The lender wants Gorilla to pay forever. Every month, Gorilla pays. Lender profits. Every month Gorilla misses, lender profits more. Gorilla cannot win inside a debt trap unless Gorilla understands exactly how it works. The trap always starts with a tempting offer. Need shiny rocks now? We have them. No questions asked. Instant approval. Gorilla is desperate. Gorilla says yes. Gorilla does not read the small print. Small print says interest rate is 40% per year. Gorilla does not know what 40% per year actually means. Gorilla thinks, I only borrowed 500 rocks. I will pay back 500 rocks. That is not how it works. Year 1. Gorilla owes 500 rocks plus 200 rocks interest. Year 2. Gorilla owes remaining balance plus interest on that balance. Interest charges interest. Gorilla call this compound interest. Lenders call this their business model. The debt grows faster than Gorilla can pay it down. Gorilla runs faster and faster just to stay in the same place. Here is the most dangerous trick in the debt trap, the minimum payment. Lender says, you only need to pay 25 rocks this month. Gorilla thinks, that sounds manageable. Gorilla pays 25 rocks. Gorilla feels like they are handling the debt. Gorilla is not handling the debt. 25 rocks barely covers the interest charge. The actual debt amount barely moves. Gorilla pays 25 rocks every month for years. Gorilla has paid hundreds of rocks. Gorilla still owes almost the full original amount. Lender designed minimum payment to keep Gorilla paying forever, not to help Gorilla pay off the debt. Minimum payment is a trap inside a trap. But wait, Gorilla chose to borrow the shiny rocks. Nobody forced Gorilla. So is this really a trap, or is Gorilla just bad with shiny rocks? Let Gorilla show you why that thinking is exactly what lenders want Gorilla to believe. Lenders do not advertise to rich gorillas. Rich gorillas do not need emergency loans. Lenders target gorillas who are already struggling. Gorilla just lost job. Gorilla gets targeted. Gorilla has medical emergency. Gorilla gets targeted. Gorilla cannot pay rent this month. Gorilla gets targeted. Lenders know desperate Gorilla will not shop around. Desperate Gorilla will not read the small print. Desperate Gorilla will accept terrible terms just to survive today. Lenders call this their target market. Gorilla calls this exploitation. The trap is not set randomly. The trap is placed precisely where desperate gorillas walk. Now Gorilla is in the trap. Gorilla pays minimum payment every month. Gorilla thinks debt is under control. Then, 1 month, something goes wrong. Gorilla misses a payment. Lender charges late fee, 50 shiny rocks. Lender raises interest rate, now 60% per year. Gorilla tries to catch up next month, but now Gorilla is paying original debt plus interest plus late fee plus higher rate. Gorilla cannot catch up. Gorilla takes another loan to cover the first loan. Now Gorilla has 2 debts, 2 minimum payments, 2 sets of interest charges. Gorilla takes a third loan to cover the second loan. This is called a debt spiral. Gorilla is not falling because Gorilla is stupid. Gorilla is falling because the system is designed for Gorilla to fall. While Gorilla spirals, lenders report record profits. Credit card companies earn billions every year from interest charges alone. Payday lenders charge effective annual rates of 300% to 400%. They make more money when gorillas stay trapped than when gorillas pay off debt. Their entire business model depends on gorilla never fully escaping. This is not a side effect. This is the product. The trapped gorilla is not a failed customer. The trapped gorilla is the ideal customer. So how does gorilla actually escape? Step 1. Gorilla stops taking new debt immediately. No more borrowing to cover old borrowing. Every new loan makes the trap deeper. Step 2. Gorilla lists every debt from highest interest rate to lowest. Attack the highest rate debt first with everything Gorilla has. Minimum payments on everything else. Gorilla call this the avalanche method. It saves the most shiny rocks over time. Step 3. Gorilla negotiates with the lender. Most gorillas do not know this is possible. Lenders would rather receive some rocks than no rocks. Gorilla can call and ask for lower interest rate. Gorilla can ask for payment plan. Lenders often say yes because some payment beats no payment. Step 4. Gorilla builds a tiny emergency fund first. Even 100 shiny rocks in reserve stops Gorilla from needing emergency loans. The emergency loan is what feeds the trap in the first place. Break the emergency. Break the trap. Debt traps are not accidents. They are engineered systems designed by people who understand compound interest perfectly and deployed against gorillas who have never been taught about it. The lender knows exactly what 40% annual interest does to a 500 rock loan. Gorilla was never taught. That gap in knowledge is where the profit lives. The system counts on Gorilla not understanding. The system counts on Gorilla accepting the minimum payment. The system counts on Gorilla blaming themselves when the spiral starts. But now Gorilla knows. Debt is not inherently evil. Debt used strategically can help Gorilla build wealth. But debt sold to desperate gorillas at predatory rates with minimum payment tricks, that is not a financial product. That is a cage made of shiny rocks, and the door only opens from the inside. Subscribe so Gorilla Brain gets smarter every week.